Shake it, baby. Oh yeah, shake it, shake it, shake it.
Listen, I had a meaningful conversation with Charles Oliveira. And I said, hey, Charles, because the way I see it, Daniel, there's really a fight for Ilia Topuria. And is Islam going to get that? Is Charles going to get that? Or is Sarukian going to get that? And I'm not convinced the company is going to ask for Islam to jump on that grenade right away. So if Charles or Sarukian could get that fight, they in sense could get themselves a number one contenders fight. And Charles Oliveira told me, and I told him, I said, Charles, whatever your answer is, I'm going to make it public. I'm going to tell Daniel Cormier on ESPN. And he said, Chael, I will only fight him, Ilia Topuria, if he wins the belt. If he comes up and can prove he belongs here, he's the world champion, I will then fight him. I said, Charles, that's not the way this game is played. You can't make demands of guys before they're the champion. He said, in this position, I can. This is my weight class. I hold a higher ranking. I've been a champion here before. This guy's all talk. He wants to fight me. He needs to come up, get the belt, put the belt on the line, and I'll take him on. I said, Charles, that sounds ridiculous, but I am going to repeat that to Daniel.
If you're a person who's a martial artist and you're a fan of martial arts, if you get a job to do that, like if you get a job to talk about martial arts and to express your love for it and your appreciation for the athletes, appreciation for the fighters and what they have to go through to get to where they're at and the magnitude of their accomplishments, and to put words to that, like to do that, to be able to do that for a living, that's an honor. That's how I feel.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, it's an honor. It's an honor. And I feel like I do a good job at it, and I like doing it, and I'm super passionate about it, and I don't do it because it's a job. I do it because I love it. Like, I don't need to do it. I could have quit a long time ago. It does, like, I could just watch it. Like, we're doing a fight companion this weekend. It's gonna be fun.
Who do you think wins between him and Khamzat? Who would you pick in that fight? It's a hard one, isn't it?
It's very difficult, but 16-40 chance. 16% for Chimaev and 40% for Duplessis. Yeah, that's a one.
So you think Chimaev? You're kind of slightly leaning towards Chimaev.
Yes.
Why? Why do you think?
Wrestling. The wrestling for Chimaev right now is very, very dangerous. Yes, I see the move where he make it. We take it. We Robert fight is another level. It's an Olympic level.
It's very clear that Tom, yourself, everyone in the camp, in Tom's team, is sick of talking about Jon Jones because it's frustrating. You know as much as, I mean, you know more than I do, but you're left in the dark, aren't you? You're being felt like you're left in the dark at the moment. Tom just wants to compete. An unactive fighter, I'm guessing, is not the happiest fighter. Where are all your heads at right now with it?
You're contracted to do 3 fights a year, and I think he's worked himself into a position where he should fight for a belt. And for me, if the guy doesn't want to fight for the belt, vacate it. And he's not bothered about Jon Jones. The talk last year, the Jon Jones thing that we did was just to try and get him to take the fight, to have the fight. Tom's not bothered with fights. Jon Jones is just another body in the gym, another bum in the shower, they say, don't they? It just is. He just wants to compete. He's a competitor.
Yeah.
And as a coach, you want him competing when he's fit. You don't want him sitting around. And in the gym, you don't know whether they're ready or not. You don't know what level they're going to be at. I just want him to compete. He wants to compete all the time. So hopefully they'll sort something out. I don't know what's holding it up. We've not been told. Jon Jones will. I don't know what Jon Jones has said. I don't know what he's done. We've had nothing yet.
Islam Makhachev, the lightweight champion of the world, one of the greatest fighters of all time, and the number 1 pound fighter in the world. Rumors are coming out that he said no to a fight with Ilia Topuria. Said that they'll turn on the Topuria fight, because they feel he needs to do something first. What do you make of that when you first hear it? Like, he doesn't want to fight Topuria just yet, at least.
My first sense is that's fake news, and it's a real insult to to Islam. I don't believe that Islam's scared to fight anybody. I think the evidence of that fact would be the fact that he switched opponents, took on Money Moicano with no training camp, no preparation, just because it's the right thing to do, and make sure that the golden rule is followed, which is the show must go forward. I don't believe it to be any more than a rumor. I also think it's a little bit insulting to be the one to have to ask Islam, will you fight a 45-pounder, considering that would make the third 45-pounder that Islam was forced to face. And the only thing Islam has ever told us is that he himself would like to change weights. So if he himself is not allowed to do the one thing that they're asking him to do 3 times over, I'm light on that. I don't think it happened.
How do I think that fight's going to go? Look, yeah, I have fought both of them. Islam is going to be a hard man to beat. Like, I think for anyone, I think the only chance of him losing is someone, knocking him out, right? Like someone landing something. That's what I believe. And I've always believed that about myself. The only way I would lose is, someone catching me rather than actually beating me. The only person that I believe will give me that close fight is Islam. You know what I mean? And I feel the same for Islam with a lot of the opposition. I think everyone has a puncher's chance. I think that's the only way I see him really losing, someone catching him. And if anyone could do it, it is Ilia. Ilia's obviously got some dangerous hands. So for people to just count him out, it's like, man, he's got power in his hands. He's going to be looking for it. He's composed, and even if things aren't going his way, he's going to keep looking for it, keep trying to find it until he does or until he loses. So, he's dangerous. Maybe if the gas tank goes, we'll see when he starts, them later rounds with someone like Islam. But early on, the first 3 rounds, he's going to be dangerous. You don't want to be getting caught by any of those punches. So if anyone could catch him, I think Ilia's right up there for a chance.
Hey, you're a freaking stud. You're trying to come for knockout of the night, huh?
Yeah.
Me too.
Yeah.
Let me get it.
All right.
Okay.
No, I'm not promising, but maybe we both can get.
That's what I told Jon Jones on the last one. I said, hey, listen, I'm sorry to tell you this, but I'm going to steal the show. You're going to have that attitude, right?
Bro, you was a Bellator champ, You have many fights in UFC, you have good contract. Now I'm trying to be a millionaire in Brazil, so please, do some submission or something like that, but
there's
don't knock me out.
There's two performance bonuses, so we're good. We'll get them.
All right.
Good seeing you.